I was driving down Highway 80, westbound, in Ohio. The speed limit at the time was 75 miles an hour. All the traffic was doing 80 or above. And I had a big van with 7 or 8 people inside as we were heading to a trampoline competition. I'm at the wheel, and in front of me is an 18-wheeler. And 2 of the wheels of the 18-wheeler popped off of the truck and started bouncing down the highway at 80 miles an hour. That pair of wheels was as big as my entire vehicle, maybe bigger, and certainly weighed considerably more than my whole car. It bounced left, it bounced right, it rolled for a while, it was cartwheeling all over the place. It went end over end and then it rolled a little more. I had no way to guess how to get out of the way, and I'm flying down the highway. All I could do was watch as this thing bounced in the front of my vehicle, and then ever so slowly it eased its way off to the right and then flew off onto the side of the road. Man, was I so happy. The truck that the tires had come off of just kept on going. Had no reason to slow down. 16 more tires, he was just fine. Something gave way in order for those 2 wheels to break free. The mechanics on that vehicle were not exactly right. We watch this happen to people all the time. If they're playing a game like badminton or basketball or tennis, where you have to move side to side a lot, change directions frequently, and we'll see someone's ankle just give out. Poor mechanics, had they used proper body mechanics, that ankle would have been sound. We see it on sports cars when they're racing it at the Indy 500 or other Daytona races and other high-speed car races. And they're pushing the absolute limits of the motor. And all of a sudden, the motor just throws a rod right through the motor and the car is done because things weren't lined up just exactly right. And then, bam, the whole engine explodes, or a wheel flies off, or other things happen when we push any structure to its physical limits. Usually, however, we aren't actually at the limit. We were just using poor mechanics. And if we improve our mechanics, if we learn to move correctly, we can get much, much more out of that same structure. In our case, ourselves. Fewer injuries, better performance. Let's learn really good movement mechanics.